Hey, and welcome back to Mama Giesbrecht. I have been doing some spring cleaning, and I just wanted to show you a couple of little things that I've been doing just to make my life easier ever since my injury and my diagnosis with, whether you want to call it RSD or CRPS or just generally a complete and utter nightmare. I've had to find ways to do things that are easier for me because I have some mobility issues. Some days I can walk around pretty well with the cane, other days I'm tripping and falling with the cane, and then there's other days where I can't walk at all. And you never know what kind of day I'm going to have. So anyway, the first thing that I did was to clean out my refrigerator. I don't know about you, but I hate cleaning out my fridge. I have a husband and children that live in this house, and I also have Kool-Aid or juice that lives in my house, in my fridge. That combination is pretty bad because it never fails. Something gets knocked over, bumped, spilled, splashed in the refrigerator, and it all ends up on the bottom of the fridge, a sticky, nasty mess because whoever did it didn't notice or was going to get it later. And what ends up happening is when I go in there to get something off that shelf or move something, then I find a mess that's been in there for who knows how long, and it's just gross, and now I got to pull everything out of the fridge and scrub it. So, to combat that, I have done this. Okay, so I'm going to show you inside my simple, overly magnet-covered, unassuming refrigerator. Cleaning out fridges is a pain in the butt, but I have discovered that if you put a placemat on the bottom and then strategically place them, like there's one right in there, different places in your fridge, stuff that spills and gets all the way down at the bottom, you can very easily clean out. And you're going to notice it right away instead of letting it sit back there and get really nasty and sticky and stuff like that. So that is what I do. I scrub the fridge out and then I put in placemats. Now you could use plastic placemats if you wanted to, and you could actually do the drawers with it too. But I chose to use fabric because when they get wet, I can see it immediately, especially with a darker color. Then when I see them get wet, they get changed out immediately. Keeps you from having to scrub a nasty mess out of your fridge. Okay, pretty simple. Just a couple of placemats. You'll notice I didn't put placemats everywhere in the fridge. Part of that's because the little light bulb's up at the top, and if you cover everything, you can't see on the bottom shelves. Part of that's because I store stuff over there that hopefully isn't going to spill. Whatever it is you want to do it. I'm using fabric because when something spills on that green fabric, it gets darker green. I can see it immediately, pull it out and wash it. You could use plastic, so it's just a quick wipe out. Pull them out and wipe them out. That would be great. I also am using fabric because whatever it is that spills is going to get soaked up by that fabric, so it's not just plastic laying on top of and getting stuck to that plastic shelf. Kind of gross. If it's nasty, I can see it right away, wash it, wipe it out, it's good. The other thing that we've been doing is working on closets. I'm about to show you my daughter's closet, which a couple of hours ago was not recognizable as a closet. In fact, I thought that I was going to find Jimmy Hoffa in there, but evidently I was wrong. Maybe he's in my son's closet, which I'm going to work on tomorrow. So let me show you that. Okay, so this closet is a work in progress. This is my daughter's closet. It's a pretty good size. You think her mother has a shoe problem? She has a shoe problem. What we like to do, and it makes things easier, is to hang everything based on groupings. She's got her pants over here, shorts, tank tops, and then her t-shirts over on this side. You're going to notice there's not any dresses in there. Abigail's not a big one on dresses. Oh, they're in the back, she says. They're in the back to the left. So over that way, there's two little dresses hanging up. But this way, when you open your closet, you can pretty much see what's going on. The other thing that I like to do with the closet, I'll show you in mine because we haven't done it to her closet yet. So you've seen my daughter's closet. Now, our closet is about the same size, my husband's and my closet. We don't have any lights in our closet. Some of you have like the most amazing closets and you have lights in them. We don't. So let me show you what we did to deal with that. Okay, so we're in my closet. This is my husband's side of the closet. Now, I hate a dark closet. Now, our closets are pretty deep. They go quite a ways back there. And they don't have any lights in them. If you're like we are and you're in an apartment and there's no light in your closet, these stick-up lights that you can get at like the dollar store are a fantastic investment. They just stick to the wall and you can take them down to replace a battery. So I have one on his side and there's one behind me on my side of the closet. Pretty cool, huh? And pretty cheap. Honestly, when Dave went and got those, I think he spent like $3.99 each on those lights, and then they just take some batteries and you got a package of batteries and they last forever as long as you don't leave your closet lights on. But if you do, big deal, you get some batteries. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you is my vanity and where I am set up. Behind me, I'm sure you've noticed, I have a new backdrop. Well, behind that backdrop is my living room. I'm sure you can hear the TV. I was going to make a backdrop and, you know, was getting all creative and crafty and all this stuff and was all excited about going to the craft store to go and get stuff for it. And I actually did make it out of the house and got to the craft store and had all these great ideas. And my absolutely amazing husband said to me, if you make it out of that, it'll be great, except for you have to keep taking it down and putting it away. And you just have that little space between you and the bed. And it's going to get messed up or it's going to get old real quick or bent or whatever, and then you're gonna be upset and you're gonna have to make another one. So why don't I just buy you a room divider screen? So he took me over to World Market. That's where we were at, World Market, and we looked at all of the screens and there were some really nice ones. He was willing to buy me any one I wanted. There was a really cool one that was almost like a burlap fabric with big old like brads in it. It was really, really neat. And I could have like pinned things to it, but I thought, I don't think I want that. It would have been dark too. I wanted it to reflect the light for me. So we ended up with this very Asian paper screen, which I really love because I grew up in Southeast Asia. I grew up in Korea, and this is kind of reminiscent of the stuff I grew up with. And it's extremely lightweight. And I can still, what's kind of neat is there's little shelvies here. I could like stick stuff on there if I wanted to. I can put pictures behind me if I feel like it. So my wonderful husband bought me this. And I will show you where I'm filming and where it is I'm doing my makeup and my hair. And it looks like this. So this is where I am now filming. You can see that is the tripod that my camera goes on. And yeah, surprisingly, there's no mirror. So when I am doing my makeup on camera, I'm either looking in the monitor of the camera, which means I'm doing it backwards, or using a mirror off of one of the palettes, which I have right here. I've got two palettes right here. And this is just a computer, not a computer desk, a laptop desk that goes over the arm of your chair. You can put it up by your recliner, and we've repurposed it. And what I've got on it are some pillowcases that my mother actually embroidered when she was pregnant with me. So I've got those, and then to store my pencils, my brushes, stuff like that, I have just repurposed some old jars that had candles in them. But I put on them those plastic spoon roses that, and my dog's gonna yell, the plastic spoon roses that I showed you how to make. I've just sort of stuck those on there, and I just have them scattered around just because they're pretty. Now when I do my hair, I'm again doing it in the monitor, or I am doing it in a small mirror. So you guys got to give me a little bit of a break when things go a little bit out of whack, because I'm basically doing it blind. That is the light that I've been talking to you about in my lighting videos. It is the best light that I've been able to find for the price. And what I like about it is I can actually bounce the light off the white wall back at me, which really helps. I can do a lot of different things with the lighting. And of course I have natural light here at the window. So that is where my filming goes on. And I'm actually right next to my dining room table. So yeah, got an extra chair right there for when I drag my daughter in here to do makeup videos with me, which we still haven't done one together. Well, we have done them together. We just have never gone ahead and loaded one. We're going to do that soon. But anyway, this is what I'm using. You can repurpose anything for anything you want. My hair products, I got some hair stuff right there, are kept in a plastic tote right down there. So everything is in reach. Now, when I was in my bedroom, right here would have been my jewelry armoire, but I've left that in the bedroom. So, all right. So, like I said, you can repurpose anything to make anything you want. Shelves. Bookshelves are not just for books anymore. I have a set of antique china that I didn't have a place to put, and I don't have a china hutch. So they're displayed in the dining room on just one of those flat pack prefab bookshelves. So they can always double for extra storage. Okay, so these are some of the very basic things that I'm doing to make my life easier. All my stuff is right here in front of me. The only thing that's not easier is that I don't have a mirror set up. We're going to work on that because the monitor screen on my camcorder is literally this big. I am working in a space this big when I do my makeup in here and watch myself doing it, and it ends up being backwards because of the way it films. It's kind of crazy, but so far so good. And then of course my new obsession, my little plastic spoon, roses. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with those and just sort of trying to make it a little bit prettyful. And yeah, I'm using just that little lap desk type thing for my laptop, which my husband got for me last year. Actually, right after I got hurt, he did that because I spent a lot of time in the recliner when we thought I was going to get better, and I would do my homework and stuff when I went back to school on that little desk. Well, I stopped using it and started sitting at the dining room table, and just all kinds of crazy things happened. So we had this piece of furniture, and I thought, what am I going to do with it? Okay, it's not ideal. It's not quite as big as I would like it to be, but it's in a little tiny space, which is all I have in this place, is a little tiny space. And I can fit pretty much everything I need right here so that I don't have to move around a lot. Moving around is kind of difficult for me. So having everything within reach is great. The only thing is I don't have my jewelry within reach, so I have to kind of plan ahead with that. If I'm deciding I'm going to wear a piece of jewelry, I need to go ahead and bring that out here before I start filming. But that's it. The next thing that I'm going to show you in my next video is I'm going to be cleaning baseboards and cleaning windowsills. I don't spring clean all at once because I'm not going to waste my entire spring doing that. And I physically can't do it. I get exhausted so quickly. So tomorrow is baseboards and windowsills. And you'd be surprised at how much cleaner your place looks when your baseboards are wiped down. Most people don't think about it, but they're pretty gross. If you look at them right now, you're probably going to go, ew, I didn't know that much dust was on there. It's real quick, real simple to do. I'm going to be using a cleaning solution that I'm going to make up that is non-toxic, that is environmentally friendly, and is easy on you. So I'll show you how to do that in the next one. And we'll just kind of take little bitty chunks and we'll kind of go from there. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.